So my name's Linton and I'm with Compassion Australia and sitting here with Dami M, one of our newest ambassadors. And it is such a privilege. Thanks for being with us today, Dami.
No, thanks for having me.
Right. And so Compassion, tell me a little bit about it. Why Compassion and when did you first start sponsoring?
I just graduated high school and I got into uni and I was doing some private teaching, music teaching. So I was earning a little bit of money and I thought, I felt like I wanted to do something about, the poverty that's going around in the world. Because, you always hear about it, but I just didn't know what to do about it. And then I heard about Compassion and how you can sponsor a child. I heard that you can write letters and exchange, like pictures and stuff like that. And I thought, that'll be nice. So, yeah, that's when I first sponsored my child in India. Her name's Somali, and
wow. And how long have you been sponsoring her now?
Now, so that was in like 2007. So I'm bad at maths, so
maybe let's call it 7 years.
Something like that.
And how did you hear about Compassion? Was it through your local church or?
I think I heard it in like a number of different through different channels. Like I heard it on the radio in Brisbane, and also from church, and then so I kept hearing about it, and then I can't really remember what actually brought me to go on the website to actually sponsor. I think it was on the radio, and they were inviting and encouraging people to go do something about it.
And so I understand you got Noah to sponsor a child a few years ago. Mm-hmm. Tell me a bit about that.
Well, we started dating about 7 years ago, and I told him I was sponsoring a child through Compassion, and he was like, oh wow, and I said, why don't you sponsor someone because you're working? And he's like, yeah. And so he wanted to sponsor somebody, a child in the same country as mine. So one day we were saying we would go and visit them together, and we were like, oh, that's such a great idea. So he sponsored a boy in India, but then later we realized my child is in East India while his child is in North India, which is like complete opposite. So
and there's like at least 1 billion people in
India,
so there's a lot of.
So you can't exactly go, oh hey you, and then just go, oh.
Do you know child by any chance?
I don't
brothers?
think so.
Okay. No, right. And how many kids do you have now?
Now we got 3. Because after we got married about a year ago, and I entered X Factor and I was still in the competition, Noah decided that he wanted to get a child, like sponsor a child together. And
cool.
He surprised me because I was, still in the competition, but he called me and said, Dami, I decided to sponsor another child, and I chose somebody from Africa. I was like, oh, awesome. And it's really cool because that kind of thing really kept me feel like grounded even during the competition, because there was so much going on during X Factor, and sometimes it was really difficult for me to just focus, but Noah always told me that it's all about helping other people, and because and holding on to our faith, and using our talents and gifts to help the poor and help the people that are weaker. And so it was a great way to remind me the reason for being in the competition.
Oh, that's awesome. How cool. And it's great that this isn't something you've just kind of now got this platform and thought, I better do something. You've been supporting since 2007, which is fantastic. I understand we've got some pictures of your kids here. Talk us through them.
So Somali, she's my first child.
Okay, so she's East India.
East India. So she's really grown now. She was, how old was she? She was tiny when I first sponsored, 7 or something, and now she's 14, I think.
Yeah, well, so you've been writing letters to her and stuff?
Yeah, I've written letters, and I wrote a letter when me and Noah got married, and she was really happy for us. She congratulated us.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was really lovely. And then this is Noah's child, Sakthibal.
Really rolls off the tongue, doesn't it?
Yeah. But he's from India, and then he's the new child we got Noah sponsored for us too, from Africa.
Yeah,
So-
wow. Jan Florian. What a cool little cat.
It's so cute.
He is 5. That's cool. And so we are looking at taking you over to India in March. Tell us a little bit about what you're expecting. Do you know what to expect?
Oh, I don't exactly know what to expect, but I'm really excited about it. I just want to go there and visit my child, and I mean, she must be living in a place that's completely different to where I'm living, and I've never visited a place like that before. I just want to go see what her life is like, and hopefully get to know her a little bit, and I think it would give me a better idea of what kind of help she's getting through my sponsorship, and it'll be just great to visit her with Noah and visit Noah's child as well. It'll be such a great experience.
Yeah, seriously, it's amazing. Have you sort of ever been to a country like that or seen poverty firsthand?
I don't think I've seen poverty that's that extreme.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been to other countries that aren't as rich as Australia, but I mean, not that extreme, I guess. So, I don't know, I'm not really sure how I'm going to feel about it.
Yeah, cool. No, it's certainly a confronting thing, but I think you'll be really challenged and inspired to do even more. So that's fantastic. What would you sort of encourage to somebody who might be thinking about sponsoring a kid or might be thinking about engaging with an issue bigger than themselves? Is there anything that you would kind of...
Well, first thing I think, sponsoring a child is, in a way, it's very easy because, sometimes you feel like it's, you're so helpless, you can't do anything about this whole poverty thing. There's so many kids in need and you can't do anything about it, but then you realize you've got to start somewhere, and helping one child is a huge thing. And I mean, if you just give up coffee or like something, it's like one meal and you can help a kid for a month. And I just feel that it's such a little thing and it does so much to them. And of course, like, you've got to be committed, but I think just think about what a huge impact it can have to a person's life, and it's definitely worth it.
So how did you actually sponsor a kid? What was the process?
It was really easy because I just jumped online, went to their website, and I could actually choose the child I wanted to sponsor, and it's just like
Easy
that.
as that. Yeah, that's awesome. Well, hey, thank you so much for taking some time to have a chai with me today. We really appreciate it. And honestly, on behalf of these 3 little kids too, really thank you so much from Compassion. We really appreciate it. And to have you on board as one of our ambassadors it's such an honour and a privilege, and really looking forward to what's next and how we can work together to see children released from poverty in Jesus' name. But if you want to find out more information, go to compassion.com.au and you can sponsor a kid there or just get some more info.
Yeah.